This not yet mature episode forms part of a live recording. Our keynotes and public speaking events are recorded and also made publicly available through our podcasting channels. The audio quality and volume might be substandard due to the day's AV setup, and we apologize for this. Our live sessions are aimed to a physically present group and often delivered in the tone of the day and a wider topic. That being said, welcome, thanks for being here, and welcome to Not Yet Mature.
You guys can clap again, it's fine. I'm taking the time to just... Okay, so if you can just play I Will Survive, we can start the karaoke and then just take it from there. Good morning, everybody. So my name is Dion, and usually when I take the mic, I've got plenty to say. So they put me on a time limit and said, you've got 5 minutes to speak. So because of that, I needed, last night I had in bed, I was like, what I'm going to talk about, and I just typed everything out. So I'm going to read today, okay? So we'll stick to the time limit. And when Rob initially asked me, and first of all, thank you for that introduction, Stacey. Buy Local is busy with amazing work, as you guys can see. And from my side, I just have one question. What's your businesses doing today? Because you're sitting here, so I hope they're at least generating some money. Or who's self-employed? Right, self-employed, so you're making zero money by sitting here. Push those sales, there we go. So please support their businesses first, okay, today. So I'm just going to read you a couple of interesting thoughts, and this is my perspective on why myself and my company supports locally. Okay, this is from our point of view, it's a personal point of view. And I'm glad when we opened up in prayer, it was actually mentioned there as well. It's about the legacy. So 3 generations from now, life as you know it will no longer exist. You would not be here anymore. Someone else would live in your home, and your name will only be remembered by the legacy that you have built. I was asked today to share from a personal perspective on how I think and buy local. My personal opinion on why me or my business supports local. From a business point of view, it makes sense, right? Building a stronger economy and stabilizing a healthy local economy. But from a personal point of view, it is exactly that. It becomes a bit more personal. It becomes a legacy that I get to leave behind. By supporting local, I get to build on something that my kids would experience. They would experience their future, their schools, their opportunities, and in essence, their community. In the infinite, resilient way of thinking, I tend to think about the purpose it has, beyond what's in it for me. It's our obligation as a member in a community to support locally and to be accountable for one another. Personally, for me, it goes beyond just buying locally, although that is definitely the first step. I believe it's finding purpose in who these people are and what they do, understanding these people around you in who they are and what they do. Practically, the easiest way for me to find purpose in who they are and what they do is understanding their why. Why do you do what you do for a living? This for me is done by investing time to understand them as a business in the community over just as a business that's selling to you. It's partnering with them in support by means of buying, but also partnering in terms of serving. Personally, I feel we invest easier, or in this scope, buy easier when there's relationship. Guys, in essence, this is what it's all about. It's building a relationship, not only trying to sell your product or service, but learn where you buy from. What is their story? And learn the person buying from you. What is their story? If we want to build a stronger community that supports locally, we need to build that environment, not just change the habitat or the behavior of the person, but change the habitat of asking why, caring. The question is not whether to shop, think or buy local, because the answer to that is very simply yes. But how do I do it personally? Firstly is I focus on relationship and relationships of the business. I focus on serving the business that I buy from. If you see me at a coffee shop and I see the counter is dirty, I'll always go to the back without asking someone. I'll get a rag and I'll just clean the counter. I don't need to. I'm a customer there. I can just complain, or I can't complain. It doesn't matter. But if you have that serving heart in someone else's business, you begin to serve them, right? And that goes beyond just buying from anybody. The other way you can serve is by leaving reviews of people's businesses, by sharing their business ideas or endeavors with people that you do know. And then the last point is I focus to support even during tough times. And I see my spend, and this is very important, when I spend money with a local business, I see it as investing in them, because mentally that creates an attitude of co-ownership. I want them to succeed. Even if they're in the same niche or same industry, I want them to succeed. Whereas if I just buy from them and I go to a mental state of consumer, then you get this act of entitlement, right? I deserve a better service, I deserve this, and that's not what it's all about. So from XCAP, that's my company, from XCAP side, we work hard in rebuilding companies back into relational selling and buying, as we believe that community supporting one another, promoting one another, is doing our part to building a legacy for our kids and their kids to come. I'm supporting the legacy that my kids get to experience one day, and that legacy is built by local businesses existing in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dion. I was